Всем привет, меня зовут Макс, мы продолжаем прохождение игры Vampyr. В прошлом видео мы наконец-то попали в этот гребаный кинотеатр. Ой, театр, не кинотеатр, а в театр, блядь. Сколько я обошел, блядь, впустую. Нетная записка, ну, я чувствую, будет больно.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen.
Про эту королеву, наверное, это хрен-то говорил.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
О, мать. Тихо. Ёб твою. Слабых он хоть много не тратит. Они тратят паскуда. Только когда взрывается, тратит. Ну, когда остается. Так, еще. Как тут насобрал у нее? Что тут проломили? О, бля, я думал, все в кровище, блядь. Подожди, я пока туда не пойду. Ну это понятно, туда доносится. Ну конечно. Да. Ты самый умный, что ли? Так. Насыщение сыворотка. Подожди. У меня пока две. Так. Выносливости. Но она одна. Пока 4. 2. Это для крови. Так, отсюда я не выйду. Я отсюда выйду, наверное, потом, когда с ней помочимся. Так. Ладно, мразь.
I have this thirst for blood.
Ты сам ни хрена не вырубаюсь. Что ты дверей дофига закрыта.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah, but Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die for that.
Нифига себе, у тебя там меч. Че, стеганемся?
Arise and save your queen. queen. Touché, sir. Behold, Kingslayer, the disgrace of she.
Вау!
Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate?
Что это такое?
I smell your fear. Your Woe unto thee, son of Babylon!
Ах ты ж мать. Да уйди ты от меня. Ну ты смотри, что делает.
My children, my beloved, die for the Lord me.
Да как же ты достаешь-то меня, а?
My blade shall pierce your villainous heart.
Да блядь, да вставай ты!
Come to me, my servants, avenge me!
Да уйди ты! Ух. Бляха! Да как? Это что вообще такое сейчас произошло-то? Я не понял. Это что за бред сейчас был? Ты не говоришь, что у меня нет ничего. Блядь, да как это так, что у меня нет ничего? Это что за тупость? Так, ща, подожди. Надо сейчас сюда поставить. Так. Сюда поставить. Ты чё? Вот выносливость. Здоровье. Здоровье, здоровье где? Вот здоровье. Здоровье где?
My blade shall pierce your villainous heart, dark prince. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she who's polluting the country now. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? Hear and obey, for your queen commands you. Attack!
Да нифига ты! Да хрен тебе!
Your hand is shaking. You killed my father.
Да уйди ты! Да блядь! Да почему? Да где? А, ты?
Arise and save your queen, my slave.
Да блядь, вставай!
Come to me, my servants. Avenge me. Woe unto
Да блядь! Да уйди ты! Уходи! Да уходи, да блядь, то ты отстань от меня, сука! Все. Фух.
Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Это быстро завалило ее. Ну, конечно, первый раз. Ну, там столько психов идет.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
Ты-то кто такой?
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that skull infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
Have no fear, brothers!
It's locked, all right. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Лишние патроны хранятся в тайнике.
Return later. These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
И я выбрался из театра. Куда идти-то?
So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
Так, и... Кто тут? Интересно, надо бы сказать лорду Эдгару Лорес Флетчер. Здорово, хрен. Здоровья надо. А, уже завел. Ну это круто.
Women's right to vote is only...
Good evening.
And good...
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampire.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about...
Is it not true of every...
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to
It's your mother's choice. As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
I love my mother, and have accepted every-
Does it bother you?
No.
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her.
But why shouldn't
Do you need my medical attention, Charlotte?
I am fine, Doc.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal...
I won't give up.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady.
There are less danger.
Stop playing this game at once, Charlotte.
I...
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite...
Маманя-то не вернулась еще. Так, тут пока в больнице пока, да? Блин, вот, кстати, вот тут еще дело есть. Саут парк какой-то еще. Южный парк. А, так может... Угу. Ну, пошли поболтаем. С этими психами. О, ты кто? О, так это баба что-то тут делает.
I have a boat ready to go whenever I want. These hunters won't catch me.
Ты что тут делаешь?
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your...
Кстати, вот этот меч... интересно. 140 урона. 143 урона. Можно, наверное, еще улучшить будет. Потом. Да тут 140 урона, а тут смотри, 198 у топора. Топор улучшим. Что-то моргало. Что там за стук хрен?
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
But some questions remain.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
As you wish, my lord.
Good.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. What?
Before I go,
All right.
why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the...
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say...
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed.
Что-то я не верю в это.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here.
So it's a temporary admittance then.
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body, so...
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloy...
Что мне не верится.
Goodbye, look.
Что-то мне это опять не нравится. Вообще не нравится. Ну-ка поговорим-ка мы с ней.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson. To make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the Reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
What would happen if I made Dawson an...
You would add a powerful immortal into a...
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Why so vindictive?
Forgive me, Jonathan, I hate myself for it, but
Which is?
he did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he...
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please.
Так, значит, не надо его убивать. Ну, не будем, значит, убивать. Да я и не хотел. Я так и подумал, что тут что-то не то. Потому что что-то так, и сразу он такой, блядь, сюсюля, ля, тополя. Сразу стал, блядь. Значит, надо его просто замочим просто и все нахуй.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Значит, я все грохну просто, да и все. Сад в темпле. Здорово, мать. Всего доброго. Блин, тут закрыто, а как мне туда попасть? Через... Подожди-ка. Можно обойти. Отсюда. Блядь. Какой-то рынок. Подожди пока. Подожди. Обойти. Обойти хрен тут не обойдешь. Можно обойти вот отсюда. Я думаю, может, тут где-то по крышам можно пройти будет. Подожди. Да, конечно. Ты самый уши, я что-то понял, да? Дерьмо собачье. Ну-ка, дай-ка я угадаю. Сейчас, если я его не обращу, он на меня натравит психов всяких. Так, тогда пойдем вот отсюда и будем дорогу искать туда налево. Смысл? Больше я вариантов не вижу пока что. Блин, и тут закрыто. Да чё, что везде закрыто-то? Тут закрыто, и тут закрыто. Везде закрыто все. Погоди-ка. Наверх никак попасть нельзя. Ну-ка, 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 ну-ка. Вот он, можно. Так, и сюда, смотри. И тут, и тут. Что-то уже кто-то... Кто-то орудует, блядь. Так, тут ничего нету. Так, что-то странно. А нахер тогда сюда вообще зашел? Все, уйдет сюда. Нет ничего. О! Ствол синий. Почему синий? Что-то я синих еще не видел. Синих еще не видел. Так. Может, это насквозь можно пройти здесь? Я что-то сомневаюсь, что насквозь пройдем. Насквозь мы не пройдем.
More braille. I should bring this to Mason Swanborough.
Средство от слепоты. Так там у доктора этот. Блин, тут столько работы. О, а чё ты моргаешь?
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
Понятно. Нет, отсюда я зашел. Нужно вот отсюда как-то назад туда идти. Туда я не зайду. Здорово. Да я не буду с тобой драться. Да тихо ты. Кто-то ловится. Чё, все сдохли, что ли? Что-то быстро. А вы что сюда ломились-то? Тут же нет никого. Воу! Вот ты-то... Что это тут? Что-то какая-то фигня. Какие-то дома. Чистая вода. Как ты найдешь? Этот цветок надо полить тебя в этом. А, подожди, трава, дерево, солнце. Бля, цветок полить, может, надо. Тот, который в этом больничке стоит. Так. Вот она, проход. Сейчас мы как раз сюда. Сюда и пойдем. Отсюда. А я отсюда не пойду туда. Почему? Сейчас пойдем. Можно пройти. Подожди. Нет, не пойду я. Почему не пойду-то? Вот же сейчас налево. Налево. Еще на... Ну вот сюда. А, здесь проход. Че? Подожди. Сюда? Да. Привет. Так, хорошо, что я сюда пришел. Мне нужно как раз заодно сил наберемся. Так, мне нужно... Подожди. Так. Тут нет, не на... Черт. Все хватает. Так, 3 свитки. Подожди. Переработать. Один будет. Так. Ладно. Что, наверное, закончим, наверное, на сегодня. Так. Свитки. Так. Я хочу посмотреть, вот это я не могу, да, не делать. 3000. Черт. Вот это 1,560 восстановления. Восстановление 50. Нет. Так, чисто, но она болела. Так. Смотри, это здоровье. Вот, 150 единиц здоровья. 150 единиц здоровья. 3. Так. Ага, да я говорю, подстава здесь. Где его особняк? Блядь, да... Войти то тут, то там. А где у него особняк-то? Войти, мол, в особняк. А, я тут вошел, и тут вошел. Особняк.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man?
What else can you tell me about?
Aloysius Dawson is exact.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Так, понятно. Где этот особняк-то его? Это вот этот или нет? Башня. А, тут же нагадал, башня какая-то. Это вот по сути церковь. А где его особняк? Ну, вот это, наверное, с воротами которые. Нет. Точно не этот его особняк. Вот это его все. Барахло. Да блин, и не отсюда, откуда зайти-то, войти, если спросить жителей. А, жителей спросить. Я не знаю просто особняк, где у него. А вот тут этот крендель сидит.
Good evening.
Is there anything you can...
Aloysius Dawson.
He's not the only one.
True.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander. Red River, the song in the dark.
Войтись оно в особняк. А где в него уходить-то? Ну пока тут никого не вижу больше. Вот этот чел здесь. Эй. Почему нельзя? Тихо. Ты смотри.
I can't believe we are still waiting here. I can't remember the moment when the city became this. How long have we waited anyway? You could have told me that at the bench over there. We don't have to be isolated like this anyway. I've stopped counting. Hours, days.
We should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go? Anywhere. Anywhere that isn't here. And what is that, by the way? A safer place? A less strange place? And where would that be? Life is strange. And we are alive. For now, yes. But for how long? If we decided to flee, we should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go?
Перебей, чё вы?
Good evening, sir.
Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong? I think I would remember.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already...
I'm afraid not, sir.
The
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Bennett.
We are waiting.
And why are you waiting?
Because we need to leave this city.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really...
Can you tell me anything about
As you like asking...
Please.
Do you like this?
I know we are...
Yes.
But what if...
Do we ever know?
And what do you do?
I stopped working when I did...
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just...
But what we...
Does it...
Tell me more about your strange feelings towards the city.
I would be happy to describe them, but it's too...
Go on, please.
Where should I start?
This is not the first.
Men kill each other.
Plagues and epidemics.
Yes.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know.
But why would you need this person?
Well, I thought we should...
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Где твой брательник? Где твой брательник-то? То он там шастает? Да, он, похоже, сел. Сейчас, подожди.
Good evening.
Yes, please.
That's all you need?
Well, is it not
I suppose.
I am Agamemnon.
May I ask what you're doing outside?
I don't know.
You must have your own.
From what I have managed to...
May I ask why you've not gone all...
I believe fear.
What can you tell me?
It's the only place...
Why is that?
Because I'm...
I still enjoy living.
Then I am...
What can you tell me about your...
He's older than me.
Is that all? Who are you waiting for, exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be, then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event?
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind...
Have you ever felt like life trapped you?
Trap? And you think...
At least it will give us the chance...
What are you really afraid of, Agamemnon?
The problem is, it's precisely what I don't know.
Tell me, how long have you been waiting here?
I can't say for sure, since I have no watch.
Is that the most honest answer?
Yes, I think so.
I'm a son.
You know, or you want.
I know what?
And it's better that way. What kind of...
If you finally manage to leave London, where do you intend to go?
A happy place. That's...
Such a place.
That would mean I have...
Понятно.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead.
Goodbye for now. Good evening. What can you tell me about...
I've heard this is a man who has...
What can you...
I've heard...
Pericles, what are you going to...
I don't know. Perhaps it's time to leave.
And where exactly...
In a place where I will...
How long have you been waiting for this man?
Sometimes I feel as though...
It could be dangerous for you.
That's quite...
Mr. Baker, I have met men...
Really? I don't feel...
Why?
What would be the...
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Так это вот они, наверное, и были последние. То вот здесь. Ну. Так, тут все, в принципе, понятно. Нет, обращать я его не буду. Блин, ну как понять, куда войти? А вот, кстати, эти две. Ну-ка, ты сядь ты.
Good evening.
My mother...
Have you ever met the famous...
Yes, a very...
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books. And...
Goodbye.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir. Perhaps
It's
you should-
locked, all
I
right.
hope so.
Good evening, Miss.
You know,
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Понятно.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
Good morning.
Dr.
Good evening, sir.
I am glad to see you.
Войти. И где? Это интересный вопрос. Где его особняк-то? Кошмар, войти в особняк Доусона. А где он?
It's locked.
Подожди, это те двери, наверное, которые там были, нет? Или да, бля. Да где особняк его тупой?
There is something strange and incoherent about everything.
Вот эти. Блин, да куда ж войти-то, я понять не могу. Что-то, кстати, вот показывается. Это что? Он не убирается, кстати. Слышь? А, вот убралось. Ну, задание, горожанин, событие. Может, событие какое-то? Нет, ну точно. Да где особняк-то у него, я хрен знаю. Фу, крутой вопрос, конечно. И как мне узнать? Ну, я шел сюда. Да, я вообще не вырубаюсь. Да, вот эти. Какие-то вот эти странные. Нет, это понятно, а где у него особняк-то? Слышь? Говорят, конечно, войти там куда-то. Ну, почему-то я узнавал о нем здесь. Может, вот это? Нет. Возможно, где-то рядом. Так, если это здесь, это церковь. В церкви же он не будет жить, правильно? Значит... Так, тут у нас... Может, вот это особняк и есть его? Это двери. Нет. Интересно. Где твой особняк? Блин, это... Нет, смотри, тут музыка сразу кончилась. Если тут музыка, значит... Бляха. Видишь, тут музыка вот играет. Где его особняк? Какой-то из этих, наверное. Нет, ушел. Значит, не здесь. Значит, где-то здесь. Блять, раз музыка тут, значит, тут где-то вход. Ну где тогда? Тут этот крендель сидит. Главное, все разузнал, а где он живет-то хрен его. Почему он никак не отмечен? Ну тут музыка вот играет. Ну играет и играет. Тут какая-то дверь. Странно. Копы, это бабищи эти. КЛПС. А что она внизу ходит? Ну-ка, погоди. А еще внизу там код есть?
It's locked, all right.
Блин. Да где этот крендель-то живет? Я понять не могу. Я столько времени у них. Да где-то наверху, скорее всего, блин. Ищущий. Я знаю. Рикелбейкер. Да блин, может вообще не здесь. Ну вот как вот узнать-то, а? Тут ничего не нарисовано даже. Может к этому сбегать и узнать. Ладно, как узнаю, я включу, прощаться не буду. Вот, кажется, я нашел его дом. Долго бродил, посмотрим. Особняк Доусона. Ух ты, нихуя.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the
Пляжи,
question
это
remains.
штука.
Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Не будем мы его делать ничего из него. Ну, предадим. Или мы будем заодно с этим Лайденом. Вампиры боятся этого. Вот, что-то еще есть.
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Believe me, there is a huge difference between reading about vampires and waking up as one. I learned that myself the hard way.
Oh my God, man, stop your whining. I don't have time for your point.
What do you know about the gut?
What I do know.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals.
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and...
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such...
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm
As long as the right people are on the right...
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose...
But you can't guarantee
The apocalypse is all...
You really plan to build a
Yes!
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such...
Let me guess.
This is...
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
You don't deserve immortality, Mr. Dawson.
What? What are you prattling on about?
I don't believe I've ever met a man so bereft of empathy. You, sir, are despicable.
No! Wait! You can't! I made a deal with Lord Redgrave. I'll finance whatever he wants. Please, just ask him.
Sleep now. Rest now. Forever.
I would have lived forever. Who are you to decide my fate? Who gave you the authority?
Ключ какой-то. Первый ключ. Третий ключ. Минус третий ключ. А чего ключи-то? Что первый, третий. Интересно. Второй ключ. Мгм. Сот.
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment.
Так, все. Да ни хрена не все. Всегда здесь всякой всячины до хренища. Еще и деньги. Уже открыли сейф. Да все, выходим отсюда. Уже смысла делать нечего. Ну вот я вот тут не все проверил. А ты кто? А, ты уже здесь.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn, as expected?
Alas, Aloysius Dawson was not brought back to life after his death. The man is gone.
What? What happened?
He didn't survive the procedure. He was too weak.
This is unacceptable, nevertheless. You were given the simplest task.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Так, теперь в больницу бежать надо. Давай добежим сейчас. Быстренько. Так, надо как раз дорогу покороче найти. Кто?
We meet again at the strangest.
Old Bridget.
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She's...
Did anyone see you?
Who said I took the street?
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers?
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait,
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste, so be quick.
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness, and the scars.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the...
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well, and he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
No time to lose, then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message?
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young Ekon.
Ладно. Будем заканчивать. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки. Всем пока. Я пока доберусь до больницы и потом оттуда начну видео.